Number 9, long-term
Number
capital
9
gains.
is nothing new. It's there from many years. So it's just that the income changed just a little bit. So the long-term tax rates are 0%, 15, and 20%. The 0% is up to an income of $40,000.
Yeah, it's
and
quite large,
the rest
right?
is, exactly. 15% is between 15 to 400, approximately 400,000. And then above that is 20%. So that's different. So a person can easily have capital gains and may or may not pay any tax also.
Maybe just because we're talking specifically about long-term capital gains, we should probably just remind everyone that we're talking about something that they've held for more than 12 months, right? So it's an investment they've held for at least 12 months and selling it. So if we're talking about someone who's, bought something and sold it within a 12-month period, then what we're talking about right now doesn't apply, right? Because that's a short-term capital gain.
It doesn't.
Number 10, Tanvir, you've got something to tell us about gifts.
This is a topic which everyone should know, especially if you're a US expat. So there are different criteria for a US expat to give as a gift, or any US citizen to give as a gift or receive gifts as well. So if you are a US person, if you are gifting anybody, so it can be a US citizen or a non-US citizen, the limit is just $15,000.
Yep.
And if you're married filing jointly, then it's $30,000 together for the entire year. And if you have more than $30,000 of gift in cash or non-cash during the year, that means there may be a tax filing requirement, which is gift tax filing requirement, but there may or may not be taxes, the gift taxes. So it's good to reconcile all the gifts you have made during the year and then see what's the total value and then whether or not that is taxed or not. So we can definitely help with all those calculations and then see, and also file gift tax returns if needed. Just to remind, the yearly limit for gift per person is $15,000, but the lifetime gift is increased to $11.7 million, which means a US person in the lifetime can gift up to $11.7 million and still not pay any gift tax.
If you've given away more than $15,000 and you're filing on your own, it's important to tell your tax preparer that information, right? Because obviously you need to get that gift tax return prepared and get that put in with your tax return.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
On the other hand, if you receive, as a US citizen or a US person, if you receive any gifts from a non-US person, which is not a US citizen or a green card holder or a US resident, then the limits are different. So there's no tax payment obligation. But if the gifts are in excess of $100,000, then there is a form filing requirement. It's an informational filing requirement. And the form is 3520 that must be filed annually to report all the gifts in excess of $100,000. So that's very, very important. Yeah.
And that's a combination, isn't it? So if you've had gifts throughout the year that combined valued over $100,000 US, then you need to report it on form 3520.
That is correct.
Hey, Tanvir, just before you go, I really appreciate your time, but I just wanted to ask you one last question. When do you anticipate the IRS opening up to receive 2021 tax returns?
So generally, they start accepting the tax returns sometime by end of January or third, fourth week of January. And they take about 3 or 4 weeks to process the refund. So if somebody files a tax return right after January, probably end of February is when they may expect the refund. But again, it takes time. So if it's e-file tax return, the refund processing time is about 2 to 4 weeks. But if it's paper file, it may take up to about 3 to 6 months. Varies based on the workload at the IRS.
I know at Expat Tax Online, we have our tax questionnaire available from January 1. So people can fill it in as soon as they've got their information. If they want to be at the front of the queue, they can fill it in, we can get their tax return prepared, and it can be e-filed pretty much as soon as the IRS open their door. So they'll be front of the queue for their refunds. If someone's waiting for that refund, that's the way they want to play it, right?
Exactly. The preparation time should start last week in December because not a lot changes in the last month because of the holidays and everything. So if somebody wants to get their taxes done, probably they should start early December or mid-December. So collect all the documents, be ready for filing. And then 1st of January, so we'll open the Expat Tax Online. They can submit the questionnaire and then be in first queue. So, and then get everything done.
Tanvir, thanks so much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Take care. Thank you.